Hello students, welcome to my channel again. Today we learn rule number 7. We have already discussed 6 rules of voice changes. Now let's see rule number 7. This rule tells us the negative statement of present simple. What? Present simple. So what's the rule in active? Subject, do or does, not, verb, then object. You know dear students, object will be subject in passive. Object as subject of, right? Then is or am or are. Why? Because here you will find do or does. Then the same not, then V3. Then by agent. If necessary, by agent will be placed. Who is the agent? The doer will be the agent. Who is the doer? In active, the subject is the doer. So in passive, that doer will be placed with by. Passive re say doer ta by sangre basibo. Clear? Here is an example for you. Ramo, which is known as subject, does not play football. Football is called object. So the object will be subject, then football. For does, you will place here what? Is. Football is, then not, then V3. Football is not, then V3 means played, then by agent, by Ram. That is all about the rule number 7. Rule number 7 कौची जब subject पर do or does थाई not थाई verb then object थाई object as subject of then is amar not V3 then by agent means by doer. Clear? Let's move to rule number 8. Rule number 8 tells us the negative form of past simple. आमे past simple रा negative form टी देखिबा. Clear? So the past simple says subject, did, not, verb, object. Let me speak it again. Subject, did, not, verb plus object. And you know that object will be subject. Yes. For did पाई पिले we use what? Was or were. Then for not, the same not. Then V3 is mandatory. Then by plus agent. जदि subject for a did थाई not, then verb plus object थाई. Object will be treated as subject, then was or were, then not, V3, then by agent. Here is an example. Sita, which is known as subject, then did plus not plus verb, then object. That object will be treated as subject. A letter. Sita did not write a letter. A letter will be the subject in passive. A letter was. Why was? जदि तुम्हें active रे did देखुचो, then was or were in passive. Clear? So a letter was not, then V3 written by Sita. By Sita. Clear? So you got to know the negative statement in present simple and in past simple. Here is a text for you. Sita teaches English. Turn it into passive. And here is another text for you. They did not play chess. Turn it into passive. Let's move to rule number 9. Rule number 9 tells us the negative statement of present imperfect. What dear students? Present imperfect. Present imperfect negative statement which is written in the active format. In its active form you will find subject, is or am or are, then not, then verb ing which is known as V4, that means present participle, then object. My dear students, as usual you know object will take the subject position, then is amar, for is amar you will place here is amar, then not, for not, then being will be placed. Why being? Because here you will find ing. So being, then V3, then by agent. So the question is here, Deepak is not writing the story. Deepak is subject, is for V verb, is amar, then not, which is called adverb, then writing, that means V4, verb with ing, then the story is called what? Object. The story is called what? Object. Okay. So what will be in passive form? That object will be placed as subject. Say object is tomorrow kono na subject. Then the same is am or are. As the story is singular, so is placed. If stories, then are will be placed. So the story is not, then for ing you should place being. The story is not being written by Deepak. देख सब्जेक्ट पाखे इज आमर नॉट थी बर आईएनजी थिले आमे कौन करथिले ऑब्जेक्ट सब्जेक्ट करथिले इज आमर प्लेस करथिले नॉट लगाउथिले आईएनजी पाई बीइंग एठी आईएनजी पाई कि आमे बीइंग लगेचे देन द व्हाट फॉर भर भर पाई कि आमे कौन करथिले ना v3 यूज करथिले एठी राइट अछि राइट रोट रिटेन विल बी प्लेस्ड क्लियर देन द बाय एजेंट हु इज द एजेंट Deepak is agent here why because Deepak is the doer in active रे Deepak होची doer Deepak होची agent so by agent will be placed in the last part of passive clear so let's move to rule number 10 rule number 10 tells us what past imperfect negative statement of a past imperfect so dear students in present imperfect you got to know is are not verb ing in past imperfect was were not verb ing clear as usual object in active will be subject in passive जे active रो object से passive रहे जीवो subject सेमती was or were place हबो not पाई कि not लागिवो then being will be placed why because ing is here b for माने verb ing form तेणु आम कौन लगे ना being लगेगा देन v3 देन by agent here rule number 11 subject has or have or had then not then v3 plus object will be subject no problem you know it well if you find has or have or had the same will be placed here has have or had clear according to subject then not then being is mandatory then v3 by agent if I say Ram has played football Ram football खेलिछि so Ram is called subject has then v3 plus object here guys object will take the subject position that means football then has then been then v3 that means ए v3 माने कौन प्ले पाई कि आसीबो प्लेड ताले आंसर आसे फुटबॉल हैज बीन प्लेड फुटबॉल हैज बीन प्लेड बाय whom by agent के राम by Ram so put the formula get the answer clear that is in positive if you want to make it negative the question will be Ram has not played football and the answer will be in passive football has not जब तुम एठी नॉट लिखुच राम हैज नॉट प्लेड फुटबॉल सो द आंसर विल बी फुटबॉल हैज नॉट बीन प्लेड बाय राम क्लियर बुझी पारिलो very shortly we will discuss the other rules that means the interrogative forms of present and past my dear students if you understand all these rules then please like share and subscribe never forget it thank you